Okay, so we learned a couple rules, right? When we are multiplying numbers that have the same base. Oh, thank you. Okay, when we have numbers that have the same base and we're multiplying, what do we do with the exponents? Jacob, is there a reason your iPad's out? Yeah, we're going to put our iPads away. You have a physical copy of the homework. Well, I'm sorry, but iPad has to go away. Patrick, iPad away. Everybody's iPad away. Angelo, iPad away. Yeah. Here's an extra copy. Would that help? Okay. Okay, so when we are multiplying, we have the same base. What do we do with the exponents? Add them. Yeah, so this becomes x to the 8th. Okay. We have b to the negative third times b to the 7. We're adding the exponents, so we get b to the 4. Okay, and then let's see the next one, a to the second, n to the 6, over a, n to the 5th. Right, I'm going to separate these. Okay, so when we divide, what do? We subtract, right. So this becomes a to the first, n to the first. You don't have to put the ones there. You can just do an, okay? Okay. We have y to the 5th, z to the 7th, over y to the 2nd, z to the 5th. So again, we're going to separate them. Okay. So another way of thinking of these, sometimes it makes it a little shorter for you. Instead of subtracting, just think of it this way, right? I have 2 y's on the bottom and 5 on the top. These two are going to cancel. 2 of those, leaving me how many on top? 3. So we have y to the 3rd. Here we've got 5 z's on the bottom. That's going to cancel 5 of the z's on top. Oops. Leaving me with 2 of them. So we have y to the 3rd, z to the 2nd. Okay. Questions so far? Okay, which one did I give you on your quiz?
Number 6.
Number 6? Okay. No, I gave you number. Oh, did I? Okay. Okay. Second to last.
It wasn't? Third to last.
That was number 6.
No, it was 8.
It was 5th to last.
Fourth to last.
Okay. All right, so let's see. The next one we've got 7x to the 3rd, y to the negative 5th, 4xy to the 3rd. Okay, again, let's group them by like terms. So we've got 7 times 4. Yeah.
I got that wrong.
I didn't get that wrong. Yeah, I didn't get that wrong. I'm pretty sure you ran it.
Okay. So, no, this is not the one you did.
No, you're doing number 5.
No, yeah, you
We're
gave us
going
number
in order.
6. You gave us number 6.
Oh, I thought we were doing number 6.
Yeah, I was about to say, what question did you
Yeah,
give?
it's number 6.
Najee's like, I didn't get that one.
Wait, so we're doing.
We're just confused.
We're doing the homework.
Let's go to number 6, Miss Murray. That was the quiz question that you gave us.
This is number 5 from the homework. Okay, so this is 28. Y to the 3rd, x to the 3rd times x, what does that equal? X to the 4th. Y to the negative 5th times y to the 3rd. Now this is going to be y, pay attention. This is y to the negative 5 plus 3. We add the exponents, okay? That gives me 28 x to the fourth. What's negative 5 plus 3? Negative 2. Now, I don't want to keep a negative exponent, so what do I do?
Wait, would you count it correct if you left it like that?
No.
1 over y.
We're going to move the y down. Right. There you go. Okay. So that was number 5. Let's do number 6. We're doing number 6. Everybody, number 6. This is the one that your quiz was on. This is number 6.
Give me a 4.
Okay, we're going to group them together. Negative 3 times 7. B to the third times b squared. Okay, listen, I don't want to hear, I already got it wrong. What I want to see is you writing it down. Writing it down. Write it down. Don't sit there and say, oh, I got that wrong, because you're going to get it wrong next time. Write it down so that you can learn how to do it. Okay, grouping them together. Now, what's negative 3 times 7, Patrick? Negative 21. Rod, what's b to the third times b to the second? Yes, you do. We just did 5 of them.
27.
Are you what?
Rod, I want Rod to answer this. B to the third times b to the second. Yes, b to the fifth. Good job. Okay, Wyatt, what's c times c squared? C cubed, or c to the third. There's your answer right there. Okay.
Got it right? Yeah.
What if I got it wrong on the quiz but right on the paper?
Then you get 100 on your homework and you don't get 100 on your quiz. That's also one of the points of the mini quizzes, to make sure that you retain what you did on the homework. Right?
That's a good
Okay, next one. Negative 5 x to the third, y to the third, z to the fourth. You guys should be writing these down unless you got them right in your homework. 0 x to the third, y to the seventh, z to the fourth. Okay, we're going to separate them by like terms. Negative 5 over 20 times x to the third over x to the third times y to the third over y to the seventh times z to the fourth over z to the fourth. Okay. Now, what is negative 5 over 20, Najee?
negative 1.
Right, negative 1 over 4. Good. Okay. Tristan, what's x to the third times x to the third? So, we're subtracting, right. They actually cancel each other out, right? So we just get 1.
We can't just put X.
No, because it's not x, it's 1. There's no x's left. All the x's are gone. All the x's are gone. Okay, y to the third over y to the seventh. MJ, what do we get? Y to the third over y to the seventh. What do I get? On the top or bottom? Bottom, right. We have a y to the fourth on the bottom. Okay, z to the fourth over z to the fourth. Austin, what do we get? They cancel out, so it just becomes 1. Okay. All right. Now we draw a line straight across. Right? We separated them. We worked with them separately, and now we're going to bring them back together. So we've got negative 1 on the top, and we have 4y to the third on the bottom.
That's 4. To the 4.
Yeah.
Through 4. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
There you go. Okay? Yes.
So
So for the 1 on the top, if it was like a 1 and a 2, do you add them together?
Multiply them. These are all being multiplied.
So if it was a 2 times 6.
Yep. Okay. Okay, let's see. Number 8 on your homework. We have 3a to the 5th, b to the 3rd, c to the 3rd over 9a to the 3rd, b to the 7th, c. Okay, just a reminder, tomorrow, okay, I had a quiz scheduled for you tomorrow. We are not going to have that quiz tomorrow. Okay, we will not be ready for it.
Alright, good.
Okay, so we're going to separate these. So we've got 3 over 9 times a to the 5th over a to the 3rd times b to the 3rd over b to the 7th times c to the 3rd over c. Okay, so we separate them, and now we're going to deal with each one separately. Okay, so what's 3 over 9? 1 over 3. Okay. Annabella, what's a to the 5th over a to the 3rd? A to the 2nd. Is it on the top or bottom? The top. Yeah, there's more a's up top. So whatever I'm left with is going to be up top. So a to the 2nd up top. B to the 3rd over b to the 7th. Sam.
That'd be 3 over 4, or b with 4.
B to the 4th on the bottom. Good. B to the 4th on the bottom. Yep. Put a 1 on top. Okay. D'Angelo, c to the 3rd over c. C to the 3rd over c. Look up here. You don't have to look at your homework. That just tells me that you got the answer from somewhere.
Oh, no, I did that. I don't know if this is right. I don't know if it's right.
Okay, so look up here at the board. What's c to the 3rd over c?
C2 over C.
C to the 2nd, and it's on top, right? Very good. C to the 2nd, and it's on top. Okay. Hey guys, look at just reading what's off your answer. Your homework doesn't tell me anything.
No, but sometimes you just like get scared when you like. I have to remember.
Do I scare you?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Like.
It's very
Okay, we're gonna go straight across. So straight across the top, right? We're squeezing them back together now, right? 1 times a to the 2nd times 1 times c to the 2nd. So that gives me a to the 2nd, c to the 2nd. And on the bottom, we're squeezing them together. So we have 3 b to the 4th.
So you
Just squeeze them
ones
together.
are invisible.
Correct. Because 1 times 1 is 1. We're multiplying everything that's on the top, and we're multiplying everything that's on the bottom. Okay? Yes. Leilani.
Why isn't the 4 in the B is negative? Why is it negative?
Why is it not negative? So, okay, good question. So if we just apply the subtraction rules, right? It becomes b to the 3 minus 7, which is b to the negative 4th, correct? Now, when we have a negative exponent, what do we do to make it positive? We flip it. So this becomes 1 over b to the 4th, which is what I did right here. But what I did, instead of doing this, right, I just said, okay, I have 3 b's on top, and I have 7 b's on the bottom, right? And I was like, all right, so let's see, these 3 cancel out 3 here, leaving me with 4 of them on the bottom. So that's actually what I did. I kind of mentally did that instead of going through the subtraction process. But either way, bless you, you should end up with the same result. Okay, good question. Okay. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on, sir.
All right, let's look at number 9. We have 2c to the third d times 3c squared d to the fifth over 30 c to the fourth d squared. Okay, so before I do anything, before I separate them, what can I do? Jake?
Could you multiply C3 and C2?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this multiplication on the top. So I have 2 times 3, and then I have c to the third c squared, and then d to the fifth.
Isn't it 2 times 30?
No, it's 2 times 3. I'm multiplying 2 and the 3 here. Right, and this is all going to be over 30 c to the fourth d squared. Right, so I'm going to multiply what's on top. Okay, so we have 2 times 3, which is 6. What's c to the third times c to the second? C to the fifth. Be careful, because I'm hearing a lot of you do this, right? You're saying C5. Well, that's entirely different than c to the fifth, right? Because C5 is c times 5, right? It's very different, so be very careful. And then we have d times d to the fifth, which is d to the sixth. Okay, now we have to do some more work. All we did was simplify the top. So Cameron, what would I do now?
You separate them, so you're like 6.
Good. 6 over 30.
C5 or C to the fifth over C to the fourth.
Good.
And then D to the sixth, and then D squared.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So 6 over 30, that is 1 over 5. C to the fifth over C to the fourth. Michael, what's that equal? C to the first, and is it on the top or bottom? On top. Okay, C to the first on top. And then we have D to the sixth over D to the second. Ethan, what does that equal?
D8.
D8?
Oh, no, D3.
D. Okay, tell me what you're doing.
How would that work? What do I not understand?
Tell me what you just did to get D to the third. Divided. Dividing. No, stop. Oh, you did 6 divided by 2, right? Okay. So when we multiply, what do we do with the exponents? You add them. When you divide, what do you do with the exponents? Subtract them. So what's the answer? D to the fourth. Good. Okay. And again, think about it like this. I've got 6 D's on top. And I've got 2 D's on the bottom. I've got 6 D's on top, 2 D's on the bottom. The D's cancel, leaving me with 4 on top. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and combine them again. Going straight across, 1 times C times D to the fourth. So that is C D to the fourth over 5. And that's our answer. Okay. Okay, we don't have time to finish the last one, so we're just going to stop there. Okay. Stay in your seats. I have not dismissed you. Stay